Last spring, my husband and I tried an IUI for the first time, and I had a very interesting experience, and I wanted to share it on here. My husband and I are almost 4 years into our infertility journey, and I'm just starting to share a little bit about it here on social media, and I have looked high and low for a similar experience and cannot find one, so I wanted to share it on here and see if anyone has had a similar experience or heard of this before. So basically, we decided to try IUI, and I went on letrozole for cycle days like 3 to 7 or whatever that protocol is, and my body responded really well. I had great follicles where we wanted them, have one block tube, so we wanted them on a certain side. Everything was looking good. We chose not to do the trigger shot because I do ovulate on my own. We were really hopeful and honestly just like expecting it to work. And we got there, they started trying to get the catheter in and could not get it in. I'm not kidding, this woman was like, every cervix is like a maze, but yours is a very tricky maze. And she basically like couldn't get around a bend in there to get into my uterus. And I've had a similar situation before when I got an office hysteroscopy, where they also have to put a catheter through your cervix, and she obviously had a camera on the end of the catheter so she could see where she needed to get around, but it was really hard for her too. In this IUI, they had, I think, 4 or 5 different nurses come and try to get the catheter through my cervix, and none of them could. It was so painful. It was a whole thing. Obviously, we were like willing to go through that. So one of the nurses comes in and she's like, we're gonna have one of our like higher up doctors, he's on his way here right now, we're gonna have him do an ultrasound guided IUI with you in a different room. So got dressed again, and they like moved us over to a room with an ultrasound machine. We're waiting there for quite a while, and then he finally got there, and he basically told us that they could not do the IUI because it had been too long and the sperm was gone, or it was bad, like expired, I'm assuming, since it had been like out all morning. So they canceled it. I'm not sure whether to call it like a canceled or a failed IUI. I was just curious if anyone has had anything similar happen to them before in an IUI, or if this is just a very unique situation. But they have suggested for us to try it again, and they'll just plan to do the ultrasound guided from the beginning. So we might do that in the future. We're not pursuing that right now, but yeah, that was our first and only IUI trial.